It's just gone past the new financial tax year. And as a part of this, I'm really trying to get a hold of my investments a little bit more. And I'm really trying to streamline my portfolios. I don't really want lots of different stocks sitting on lots of different platforms. And ideally, I want as much of my investments to be within my ISA account, my stocks and shares ISA. So that way it's being protected as much as it can be from tax. So as part of this, I recently filmed my streamlining Vanguard portfolio video that you can check out up here somewhere if you want to. But today I'm back to do a similar thing with my Freetrade portfolio. Now, I wasn't actually going to film this. I was just going to do it offline because I'm very aware that I'll probably get a lot of comments saying, what are you doing? Why are you selling when you're at a loss, etc., etc. But I kind of got to the point now where I've waited months and months for these stocks to go up for me to sell at a better price, and it just hasn't happened. And I kind of just want to cut my losses and move on. And like I said, I want to eventually have this money that I'm going to get from selling today to put inside to my ISA, in my ISA. So it's more tax efficient, right? It makes sense. But I do understand that people are going to say don't sell at a loss, and I understand where they're coming from. But equally, I'm not really trying to time the market. And as you'll see, a lot of the stuff I do have on my Freetrade portfolio, it's not a great deal of money. It's sort of £10 here, £10 there. So we'll have a look at it and we'll see exactly how much I'm going to be losing by selling today. But yeah, it's not going to be a lot of money at all. Another reason actually why I wanted to make this video is to just be really transparent. I started investing not that long ago, as many of you will know. And as part of that, as part of being a beginner and learning a new skill, investing and understanding what to invest in, how to invest, all of that stuff, you make mistakes. And admittedly, I have made a few mistakes. I have bought into hyped stocks. I have bought into stocks that I didn't understand, companies that I felt like were being raved about and I didn't do my own analysis correctly. I admit that, you know, and I want to be transparent and show that this is where I did all that stuff on my Freetrade portfolio. I had fun, I learned a lot. But now we're gonna put some of that right. So here I am on my home screen. We're not gonna do a portfolio update today. You can see the numbers here, you can see the charts, but that's not really what this video is about. I've said time and time again that the number one stock that I don't really wanna sell is Tesla. So I am going to be leaving that in here in my general ISA account. My plan is to buy more Tesla inside of my stocks and shares ISA. So I will be doing that. I'm just going to leave this in here and leave this to grow. Maybe if it gets to a really good price, I'll sell it and then I'll buy more inside my ISA. But for now, I'm just going to leave it doing its thing. So that one, we're not selling today. I'm going to keep my Freetrade portfolio. It just will look very different at the end of this. I do think Freetrade is a great platform. It's so beginner friendly and it has lots of benefits. Now, I am only keeping Freetrade as my general ISA account on here, but yeah, I will just leave Tesla in there. The next one that I'm leaving in here for now, and again, I may move it to my stocks and shares ISA in the future, but it's Palantir. I'm gonna just leave that doing its thing. I still think it has potential, even though these numbers look awful. Let's just have a look. Oh man, come on. But yeah, I'm not selling out of that one. But all these others, I do think it's time to just cut my losses. The ones I'm going to start with are my 2 free shares that are sitting in here. That is because some of you awesome legends used my link and you got me a free share. And that's amazing. Thank you. That will help me offset against some of my losses today, actually. So big up to you guys. I don't know who it is. I could find out, but yeah, I'm not going to do that in this video, but thank you for using my link. And I hope you got a good free share as well. So Denny's, that's the first free share I got. And as you can see, that is currently worth £10.25 with a 62 pence loss. Now, like I said, that was a free share, so that's not my own money. So my voice. Like I said, that was a free share, so that's not actually my own money. So I mean, losing 62 pence on that, not really too bothered. As you can also see, this is a US stock and it says the US market is currently closed. It will reopen at 2:30 on the 11th, so on Monday. We can put the sell order in and it will just go through on Monday at the price that it's for on Monday. That did make sense. Hopefully you understand. So let's do this one first. So we want to sell all my shares. £10.21 is what I'm going to get. If you just go back a second, you'll see that I just said 10.25, but I'm getting 10.21. That's because of fees. You have some fees associated. So let's review the order and we'll see exactly how many fees. So the total amount estimated, because this will go through on Monday, is 1021. So confirm sell, and I'll have to put my thumbprint. Cool, that's great. Okay, so you can see here some fees associated, and it will go through on Monday. So that's one done. Okay, next one. The next free share is Moonpig. This free share wasn't quite as generous as the last one. Its current value is £2.20 with a 90p loss. So let's do the same thing. Obviously as well, if you're selling investments outside of your ISA, you could be eligible to pay tax. Now, you do get a capital gains tax allowance each year and a dividend tax allowance, so do look into that. But let's continue with this. So I'm going to press done on Moonpig. So there's my 2 free shares. You can see that they're still in here, but I have this section here saying queued orders that I want to sell. If I was to buy into a stock today, again, it would go through on Monday and it would sit in my queued order list. Right, let's do this one here. This one is sad because when I invested into this, I only invested £5 as a little starter to see how it was going. I really thought this company was going to do really well, and they may still, but I've just got to the point now where I'm just going to say, see you later, Astra Space, and move on into having some more defined stocks, some more well-established stocks and companies within my ISA. Instead of having £5 in this company in my general ISA investment account. It doesn't really make too much sense, but like I said, it was for a reason. It was to learn, and I'm glad I've done it. So you'll see here that this one's nasty. 72% loss. Admittedly, I only put £5 in, so my losses come out as £3.57, which isn't the end of the world. Like I said, I'm going to offset that against some free shares. But I can't imagine, let's say I put £10,000 in here and it was at 72% loss. That would be heartbreaking. But hopefully if you were to put £10,000 into a stock or into an ETF, for example, it would be one that you're holding long term, or at least you've done a lot of research, which isn't really the case for this one. So like you can see, 2nd of July I bought this. I bought £5 at 2nd of July, and since then, so I bought it around here at this peak, and since then, I'm gone. So let's sell this one as well. I really don't recommend this, by the way. Like, this is a really blasé thing to do, but I'm doing it because it was always my idea to have this as my practice account, my practice investing, and I don't want to be involved in trading. That's not what I'm trying to do. I don't want to be buying speculative stocks. That again is not what I want to do. I want to get to the position, as I keep saying, where I want to hold good quality stocks inside of my ISA and good quality ETFs and index funds. I just can't keep track of having all of these little pieces of investments everywhere. What's this? Oh God, what's it saying here? So I've said sell all, and it says if you place this trade, you may not be able to sell the remaining holding in the future if it drops below £2. I will sell that when I can. So let's just continue. That's a shame. Lucid Group. I bought £25 worth of this one on the 5th of November. So when was that? Around here. And since then it's gone down. This one's interesting because I still think that it could go up in the future. I just don't really know if I want just £25 sitting there. I think I'd rather pull out that £25. Well, it's not worth that anymore, but pull it out and put it into Tesla inside of my ISA, maybe something like that. A lot of people actually, I reckon, are going to say that you should have just held on to this one. But even if it goes up by a little bit, £25 is probably I'm not going to see a lot of gains anyway. And it's not going to be tax protected because it's not inside of an ISA. I'm going to be losing £12.42 from this. But yeah, let's hope when it comes through on Monday, I'm losing a little bit less. So yeah, it's going to come at £12.37, not 42, just because of them fees. Oh, Rivian. I've completely forgot about that. Rivian, again, was another one that I bought to have exposure to the electric car industry. The same as Lucid, the same as Tesla. When did I buy this one? Oh, I bought 2 lots. That's interesting. The 11th and the 12th of November. Oh, I bought it when it first came as a public company, I believe. Since then, it's not done too well. Again, maybe it'll go up in the future, but for now, I don't really want to hold any of my investment in it. So this one's actually quite a nasty loss. This is nearly 67%, but again, it's not a lot of money really. So let's sell this. And the last one that I'm going to sell today is Biogen. Biogen was an investment I made after doing quite a bit of research. Admittedly, not as much as I would now because I was still learning how to research a company. and like read its financials and all of that stuff. And I put £100 in. So, you know, I was clearly more confident on this company than I was, say, Lucid or Rivian, where I put £25 or £10 in. So I bought it around here, and since then it's gone down. It's not really done very well at all. And if you max out the chart again, it's sort of doing a lot of this over time going down. So I'm going to be losing £7.27. Because I put £100 in and I'm only losing 7.3%, I am still going to be gaining about £92 from this. And that £92 can go straight inside of my ISA, along with all the other money. So I see that as a really positive thing, because like I said, it's going to be more tax efficient, and it's probably going to be into an index fund, an ETF, a good company. So I think it's worth it. So £91.72. Okay. So what we'll see here now is that I have 5 queued orders. So Biogen, Rivian, Lucid, Moonpig and Denny's. The 2 bottom ones being free shares, just to be fully honest with you. It didn't let me put through Astra Space, so because it's got such a little amount in, so I don't really mind about that, to be honest. But when these go through on Monday, I will only have Tesla, Palantir and then the Astra Space hanging around like an unwanted smell in my portfolio. Yeah, and what will happen is they will then sit in my account and I will withdraw it and put it into my stocks and shares ISA. I really hope that was somewhat interesting. I'm really just trying to be as honest and as transparent as I can be on this channel, because I think that when you're a beginner investor, it's really easy to be really hard on yourself and to doubt everything you're doing, and to look at other people online and feel like they completely know what they're doing all the time. They've always been amazing at investing. They don't make mistakes. And that's not the truth of it. So I wanted to show you that sometimes what happens is you invest in rubbish. Sometimes what happens is you invest and then you realize 6 months, 7 months, 6 years later that investment was bad. And you have a decision to make. You either hold it and you try and wait for the markets to go up and you sell it at a profit or at a break-even point, or you cut your losses. And sometimes you do need to sell stocks and just cut your losses, even though financially that's not maybe the best decision. However, if you're then going to take the money that you do get back and you're going to do something better with it, that might then make more money in the future. That might then be a better investment, even though you're losing, say, 10, 20, 30 pound. It may be worth doing that. And in my case, I really think it is. I want to streamline my investments and I want it all in an ISA as much as possible, because realistically, am I going to be able to keep track of them all? Probably not. And also, I kind of want them all in one place. I will be keeping some on there, and I do have my crypto portfolio that is obviously not on Freetrade, and it's obviously not in my stocks and shares ISA. It's, on other platforms. Do probably need to streamline that a little bit as well, because that's across Coinbase and Binance, Coinbase Pro and Binance. I don't really touch that, to be honest, very much. So yeah, I'm just trying to get into a better position with all this moving forward. The new tax year was like a spring clean for me. That's what I'm seeing it as. I haven't forgotten about talking about who I'm going with for my stocks and shares ISA. For all of you guys waiting patiently, it's coming, I promise. I'm not just like forgetting about it. But for now, thank you so much for watching. And if you do want to see my Vanguard streamlining video, click here.